Right, good afternoon everyone, welcome back to the channel. Thank you for stopping by. If you haven't already, please consider subscribing to the channel, dropping a like on the video to help me reach a wider audience, and any comments or questions you might have, please leave them down below and I'll get back to you as soon as I possibly can. I'm going to talk about Solana today because I've just read an article with someone making a prediction that it could potentially reach $1,000 this year. I don't know if that's viable, but certainly interesting. So I'm going to go through Solana, look at the charts, but I'll start off by going through the cryptocurrency market as a whole. We've got a market cap. It was 1.1 trillion yesterday, I believe it touched, but it's just had a little pullback today, so the whole market's down 0.83%. We've got a 24-hour trading volume of $61 billion, which is up from yesterday. Bitcoin dominance has fallen. It's down to 41.9%. I believe it was 42.5 the other day. So Bitcoin's currently trading at $23,500. It was above 24, I think, yesterday. But it's given back some of those gains, but it's still in bullish territory. So across the top 10, there's not much movement, whereas Solana's just sitting outside the top 10 with a $9.1 billion market cap, 1.3 billion behind Polygon. So there is potential for it to get back into the top 10. Looking at the biggest rises over the last 24 hours, it's been a fairly flat day, to be honest with you. There's nothing massive, no massive movements really. Immutable X, that seems to be having a good week. Looking across the board, it's just a fairly flat day. It's like a little bit of a pullback. Looking at the Solana page, we're down 1.57%, trading at $24.57. As I said earlier, we've got a $9.1 billion market cap, 24-hour trading volume of $858 million, and a circulating supply of 372 million Solana. So what should we do first, chart or article? Let's go to the chart first. So on the daily, we've pushed through this. We had this bullish divergence between this low here, and this low here, which has played out nicely. It's pushed through this resistance. It's gone through the 50. It's pushed through the 100 with this nice bullish engulfing here, and we're sort of in like a bit of a chop zone here, trying to decide which way we're going to go. Because I would like to think we could head towards this $32 region, because that's where the next level of support is. So it could consolidate. It's almost like a bull flag forming there, but it is just a bit of a choppy range. What is that percentage wise, sort of between here to here? It's like in with a 16% range. But the only thing that concerns me is there is between this high here and this high here, there is a bearish divergence. Whether that'll play out, I don't know. The weekend's coming up. Sometimes you get a bit of selling, but last weekend there was a lot of buying on Sunday. So in crypto, anything can happen. But to me, this looks like a fairly bullish pattern, and I would expect us to be reaching these sort of regions where I've got these resistance lines at 32 and 37 within the next week or so. That's my own personal outlook on it. Looking at the 4-hourly for more clarity. Positive momentum. Again, we've got the bearish divergence though, which is of a cause for a concern, but price is using this 50 MA as support. Tap, 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 and pushing off it for the last 1, 2, 3, 4 candles. So it's looking decent. It's not, I've seen better looking charts, but let's see if we can go back to the daily. Looks better on the daily. As for the weekly, yeah, I've not had the best of weeks, but we've still got positive momentum. We're in a much better position than we were 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 weeks ago when we were at $9. You know, we're at 25 near enough now, so things are looking pretty decent there. So moving on to the article, I'll link the article down below. It's on Crypto News. Solana price prediction as Sol more than doubles from recent bottom. Can Solana reach $1,000 in 2023? Personally, that would be fantastic for me. Solana, the world's 12th largest cryptocurrency, boasting a 9.2 billion in market capitalization, has continued to turn heads with its exemplary performance since late December. Although the launch of Bonk seemingly ignited the rally, Sol has sustained it for nearly 6 weeks. Solana's price now trades at $25 after a 6.3% increase in 24 hours. What date is this article from? It's from yesterday, so yeah, update yesterday, but a little pullback today. What is driving the Solana price rally? The cryptocurrency industry seems to have gotten over the woes of the Solana ecosystem was facing in 2023. One of the worrying tech trends that occurred in numerous times during the 12 months was the frequent network outages. The Solana ecosystem then fell victim to the implosion of the FTX exchange, which resulted in a massive sell-off, where Sol tested support at $8.05. Yeah, the FTX thing, that really messed with Solana bad, because people believed that Solana was just so backed by FTX, but it turns out that's not really the case, so it is starting to recover. Some people quickly branded Solana a failed project, but developers within the ecosystem continue to build amidst this criticism. The network suffered serious liquidity problems when FTX and Alameda Research filed for bankruptcy proceedings under Chapter 11 of the United States laws. On the bright side, the frequent network outages are now a thing of the past, and the Solana ecosystem is squarely grounded. Toward the end of last year, Vitalik Buterin, the co-founder of Ethereum, reckoned that Solana had a vibrant development community. Buterin added that the Solana ecosystem was ready to take off now that the money-hungry individuals were out of the way. So he tweeted this on the 29th of December. Some smart people tell me that there is an earnest, smart developer in Solana, and now that the awful opportunistic money people have been washed out, the chain has a bright future. Hard for me to tell from the outside, but I hope the community gets its fair chance to thrive. So, this guy knows what he's talking about, so hopefully he's correct. In the meantime, Solana's price currently holds within the confines of a falling trend channel. While bulls plot another major breakout, Sol has since May tried but failed to blast above this channel, although declines below the channel kept the token in a downtrend for at least 6 months. If support of the lower boundary of the trend channel holds, bulls will be presented with another chance to be on the offensive for an escape, aiming for $40 and $60 in the coming weeks. So I see 30 and 34. Obviously before that, but I see them as more realistic targets for the next couple of weeks. Before that, Solana's price must fight the possibility of a sell-off from the moving average convergence divergence indicator from handing over the reins to the bears. Like I said, there is a divergence there. Traders should consider the position of the momentum indicator before going all in on Sol. I wouldn't recommend going all in on any cryptocurrency. You need to diversify. Personally, I think if you're in 5, 6, maybe 7 projects max, so you get a good position in each one, that's the right way to do it. You don't want to be in 20, 30 projects, because you're not going to get the right amount of, you're not going to have enough holdings to get the gains when the gains do come along, and it's too much to keep an eye on. I think I keep my investments down to 6 or 7 different projects, 5 of which I've got substantial holdings in. Initial buy orders could be placed slightly above the middle resistance in the trend channel. However, some investors may want to wait until Solana price blasts above the channel's upper resistance level in confluence with the 200-day EMA in purple at 29.67. So this is their chart. I'll link the article down below so you can go through it whenever you want. I've provided my analysis, but you may prefer theirs. The daily chart, the seller congestion at $30 is a crucial level for the recovery path, with a clear break and hold beyond it likely to validate a medium-term uptrend in Solana price, where reaching 40 and 60 would be a conservative projection. I'm going to relook at that in a minute on my charts. Bullish investors can hold on to their position, knowing the odds currently favour a northbound breakout. Notice the 50-day EMA in red closing the gap to the 100-day EMA in blue and signalling an incoming golden cross pattern. I only use the 50 and 100 simple moving averages. I don't use the exponential moving averages, so that my chart will differ from theirs. But I can see what they're talking about looking at that chart. A golden cross pattern has over the years been used by traders to confirm profitable long positions in asset pairs. It occurs when a short-term moving average moves above a long-term one. With such pattern appearing on the Sol USD daily chart, a bullish spike would be a matter of when and not if. Well, excuse me. Right, where was I? Evaluating the short-term profitability in Solana price. Some analysts may argue that Solana's price is closing in on a potential 18% short-term breakout that will see the token settle marginally above $30. This optimistic outlook for Sol follows the formation of a rectangular pattern as consolidation between the $22 and $26 region, which is what I just mentioned on my chart. Since Solana price is sitting above all the applied major moving averages, starting with the 200-day EMA in purple, the 100-day EMA in blue, and the 50-day EMA in red, a breakout to the upside is most likely sequel. In that case, investors may consider buying Solana slightly above $26 after it cracks through the resistance, the rectangle resistance. From here, Sol may resolve an approximately 18% move to $30.62, according to the daily chart analysis. Movement above $30 would validate a medium-term bullish outlook in Solana price for gains targeting $40 and $60 respectively. 4-hour chart, the MAC is signaling a strong buy on the 4-hour chart, indicating Solana's performance may see an upward trend in the near future. If this momentum continues until the end of trading on Thursday, investors can expect the price to potentially rise above 30 from Friday and through this weekend. Excuse me. So let's go back to my chart quickly. I don't see us hitting $30 today. It would be nice, but we'll see. As this was from yesterday, so it's slightly negated itself. Solana community celebrates latest developments. The Kin Foundation recently announced an on-ramp solution called Kinetic, dedicated to app developers in the Solana ecosystem. According to an article that first appeared on the block, this on-ramp feature will allow developers to easily add crypto payments and other use cases on their platform. There's the tweet there if you want to read through it. Like I said, I'll link the article down below. Kinetic refers to an open source middleware technology designed for Solana-based in-app integration. It contains API and SDK developers use when deploying crypto integrations on their platforms. The system has been built to simplify the process, therefore it does not need excessive coding. The Kim Foundation says the software package will benefit both crypto native and mainstream developers. The Solana Foundation, while addressing the community, recently said it believes 2023 will be a year when the Solana community really takes the reins and continues to build the framework for a decentralized and permissionless economy. A vision for the Solana community in 2023 was also released. Details are in the tweet below. We believe, it's just repeating what's said there, but it will be linked down below in the description. So, sorry, I keep coughing. I think I'm getting a cold. That's the end of the article, but let's go back to the chart and look at some of the lower time frames. So now we're looking on the daily. We've had a little bit of a pullback at, when was that, last night? We had a little pullback, quite a big pullback. It's now resting on the 100 period moving average, but the 50 is above the 100, so that there is a little cross there, which is a bullish sign on the hourly. These are starting to kink up and could be going above the 0 line in the MACD. What about the 2 hourly? Actually, that's a bullish pattern there. We've made a lower low there, closed above it, and the next candle has pushed up above it. Should that close above this candle here, that would be an entry for me for a buy signal, but I don't day trade cryptocurrencies. I'm talking like, just technically that would be an entry for me. Is that coupled with any divergences at all? Not really, no, but that's not really the strategy for that type of trade. But once again, you've got this big divergence between this high. Oh, no, you don't have it because it's a lower high. Anyway, I'm coughing a lot and I'm starting to ramble, so what I'm going to do is leave the video for there. Thank you for watching. If you haven't already, please consider subscribing to the channel, dropping a like on the video to help me reach a wider audience, and any comments or questions you have, please leave them down below and I'll get back to you as soon as I possibly can. Once again, thanks for watching and I wish you all a wonderful afternoon. Bye for now.